Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome to another episode of Thoughts on Education. It is an initiative taken by College Dunya to bridge the gap between the faculties of college and the student itself. So today we have with us Dr. Niyati Acharya, who is the head of the Department of Pharmacognosy at Institute of Pharmacy, Nirma University. So, ma'am, it is great to have you over here, and thank you for being a part of this initiative. So, starting off, we'll have a brief introduction of yourself, and then we'll move on.
Sure. Hello everyone out there. Myself Dr. Niyati Acharya, and I have been working as head of the Department of Pharmacognosy at this institute. Since 2009, I have been working with this institute, and in the field of teaching and research, I have been there since 2002. So having more than 18-19 years of experience in this field. And talking about this is the institute which is offering the undergraduate as well as postgraduate and PhD courses. We have our own research area of interest. So my department and my team is basically dealing with the natural product research, wherein it is most focus on the pharmacological evaluation of the drugs from the natural origin, which is used potentially for the treatment of neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's disease. We are also into the herbal formulations development and cosmetic formulation development, which is having the natural ingredients into it, nutraceutical formulation development. And like my team is also having the expertise on doing the standardization and the analytical characterization of the natural constituents. At Nirma University, I have been working as a recognized PG and PhD guide, and guiding a total of 6 PhD students also under my guidance. So this is, I guess, suffice for my introduction.
Yes, ma'am. That is great, ma'am. So you have been in the education sector for a very long time, and what are the factors that have kept you connected to the education sector?
Okay, so one of the most important thing that I personally like and I owe to this field is that this is something wherein, being teacher, you have to play a role not only as a teacher but as a student as well. You need to continue learning every single day. There is something to learn, because we are in the field who are dealing with the students, and all the recent advances which is going on in our field, particularly pharmacy, which we are dealing with the medicines and all. There are cutting edge research going on, and on daily basis there are updates in the regulations and the research which is ongoing. Even currently also, if you see so many vaccine development for COVID and these and that, and our role in developing the drugs for it and preparing vaccine for it is like quite people are aware about it. So the most essential part of this particular field is that we have to continuously learn, and we have to evolve as a good learner. First of all, then and only then we can be established as a good teacher. So this is something that I find personally very important, and that drives me to be there connected in this particular profession.
That is great, ma'am.
And another thing, you always feel young when you are dealing with the young students. So that is another thing. Yeah.
That is true,
I
because
like teaching, so
and having an interest in that field itself, makes people want to try to give what they have learned, and you have to keep up with the industry itself to pass it on to the students. So that is also what interests people, and majorly educators such as yourself. So we are very thankful for that as well. So being the HOD of the Pharmacognosy department at the Institute of Pharmacy at Nirma, what is your philosophy of leadership, and how would you describe your leadership style?
Okay, so talking about the leadership, if we say, I personally believe that leader has to be a kind of torch bearer who can lead the team, keeping all of them together. So I personally believe that when I want the best performance out of my team, I feel that I should not behave like leader. But the thing is that I, on the other hand, I make sure that my team works very well with all the attributes that individual team member has to have, and of course, what are the objectives, what are the goals that we have set as a team, we have to achieve. So to describe my personal leadership style, I would say that yes, I believe in keeping all my members, in a team, interwoven with each other, and to perform at their best. I give them some freedom also. I help them. I actually delegate some of the work to my team member in a way so that their potential as an innovator, as a initiator would come out. And yes, that's how we work at our department.
That is great, ma'am. So, how does the curriculum of Institute of Pharmacy, Nehemiah University, ensure the best practice of the industry?
Okay, so this is actually a good question, I must say. Regarding curriculum, actually we were following our own curriculum at our institute, which is the curriculum in line with whatever our council has suggested. So that's the case since last year. Since actually last 2 years, so 2018, Pharmacy Council of India has laid down the overall common curriculum for PCI. They have laid down for the pharmacy courses. So now we have to follow that particular curriculum only. But even in that also, we have done the modification in a way that we can offer maximum number of elective courses to our students. So these are the kind of courses which are actually not the mandatory courses for the students, but then they need to learn because it helps them to evolve as a best professional in a way wherein we are offering the courses like soft skill and personality development. Then being a pharmacy graduate, they have to undergo some specific kind of training at the industry. They have to go for the internship. So Pharmacy Council itself is suggesting that 150 hours of industrial training is required. So we place them in the industry during their vacation period of time. Besides that, as one of the best practices of our institute, we have placed our students at the hospital pharmacy also. So we have a tie-up with, the kind of Apollo Hospital and all, wherein we are sending them to have the actual experience of a clinical pharmacy, how to deal with the patients when they ask for certain medicine and how to counsel them and all. We have also have the tie-up with the, what we can say, the chain system
Apollo Pharmacy.
Yeah, Apollo Pharmacy is there, then Planet Health is there, right? So our students, we are sending them to that particular pharmacy as well, not only in the hospital pharmacy, but in the other chain store, retail chain store also. So that these are something that we try to, impart the kind of training to the students. We also arrange the expert lectures by the industry people. We also motivate our student to do the cutting edge research, particularly of the final semester student. We have, one point I need to mention over here, that we have a UG Research Council in our institute, wherein what we have envisaged is that a group of UG students who are actually involved in doing the research, they would work in a group with the postgraduate students, with the master students, as well as with the PhD students. So along with the masters and PhD student, they can train themselves, they can mold themselves, they can nurture the idea what they have, and they can do some industry industry driven research. So this is something that we are working, that how the students can have that industry connect, and we can prepare the students which are industry ready kind of graduates.
That is true, ma'am, because nowadays practical one has to be practical as well. Being just having a theoretical knowledge wouldn't suffice for a student to survive in the industry itself. So having these opportunities to get an exposure to various outlets out there, which you said, and maybe with the pharmacies of college, of hospitals as well, and interacting with the seniors and PhD scholars and master scholars would also help them.
I would also like to add one thing over here, that the way how pharmacy colleges are working and having the curriculum, and the way actually this is actually applicable to each and every field, not only the pharmaceutical field, that the way how we teach the student and the way how they need to perform when they step out in the industry, there is a gap.
Yes.
So we being an educator, we being teachers, we would try to minimize and fill that particular gap so that we can make them more industry savvy, and what we can say that they have all the attributes that the industry is looking for in the pharmaceutical profession.
That is true, ma'am, because recently there has been this gripe from the industry that students are not employable. They're saying that they are not getting the skill sets which they would be looking for in a student, and that is a struggle which many universities or colleges are struggling with.
Exactly.
So that is true. So what do you think your roles and responsibilities to the college and to the students are?
Okay. So, like as I have said, like to the college, of course, being an ideal employee of this institute and the university, we need to be involved in imparting, all-round development to the students, because that's actually the aim of our university, that we not only train our students in their technical aspects, but we also give them enough opportunity to showcase their talent through their extracurricular and through the co-curricular activities and the platforms that we are offering them. So being a part of this university, of course, I'm also working as that. Then another thing is to the college and to the students.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, being teacher, rather what we are doing or what we are offering to the student is rather more important. That all, I must say that near my university and at our institute, we make sure that all our decisions wherein we want their overall development as a pharmaceutical professional, as an employable student, we foresee them. We make sure that they'll be provided a conducive environment to have this kind of growth that we are expecting from them. Another thing is that all the decisions, all the practices that we are following at our institute, they are student centric. So in nutshell, if I want to summarize that, how we are imparting the best kind of not only education but training to the students, and that's how I also understand that lies in my duty as a teacher and as a researcher.
That is true, ma'am, and that is applicable as well.
Yes.
So what would you like people to know about your department they might not know?
Okay. So I belong to the department which is called Department of Pharmacognosy, and other than pharmacy student, if I say this is a very technical term, wherein many of the students are not knowing what we are dealing with. So let me tell you in a very simplified way that we are working in Department of Pharmacognosy, and we are dealing with the drugs from natural origin. So you might have heard about, in recent days or in recent past rather, in the COVID-19 management, even the Ministry of Ayush, Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, Homeopathy. You must have heard about that. Ministry of Ayush has proposed the guideline that how we need to prepare that herbal kadha and all, So all those drugs which are mentioned in Ayurveda or which are mentioned in the Indian traditional system of medicine, from those drugs, what are the actual medicines that has reached to the market? Our subject is dealing with that. So basically, Department of Pharmacognosy is a department that deals with the development of a drug from natural sources. But our field, I must say that the research is not only limited to this, because if we talk about discovery of any of the drug, from plant material, it takes quite long. This is, not some days process. It requires actually years together. So of course, outcome is there. But the major research nowadays, or rather I can say it's a kind of paradigm shift in the interest of the researcher associated with this field, is that how best we can promote the herbs or the other drugs in form of dietary supplements, or in form of nutraceutical, or in form of something as an adjuvant therapy, that it can be given to the patients for management of the disease, if not for the cure. So the kind of say the scope of this department is basically very wide, and other department at pharmacy are also doing great research on the natural products. So there lies great potential in the natural product and the constituents which are present in herbs. हम सब वो like herbal खाते ही है, सब काढ़ा पीते हैं. We know that what is there inside that is working. That is something that is research about us. So this is something that I want people to know, that yes, our department is working very well in offering the consultancy and the research which is related to the allied aspects of the cognosy, which is like nutraceutical and dietary supplement and all. We have very excellent garden also. Yes, housing around 150 different types of plant species. So variety of plants, if you say, they are more than 150, and total number of plants we are having more than even 500. And yes, it's around like 33,000 square meter well maintained herbal garden at our institute, which is actually a good place. Many of our students are collecting their raw material from our garden itself.
That is great, ma'am, because I too did not know a lot about pharmacognosy, and having it explained from you is something which I got to learn. And I know that in the field of medical science, earlier we used to depend upon the nature itself to cure our remedies, and chemicals came in very later on. So it still is the best option to approach the nature and look for an alternative for your solution than go for something which is chemically produced. So what do you see as your department's greatest strengths?
Okay. Yes, as I have said that we are basically into the kind of department which deals with all the aspects of like drug discovery or drug development. When we talk about drug discovery from natural sources, we need to understand that it covers a journey of a molecule, from a constituent, whether it is from lab or from the plant, to the kind of drug that reaches to the market. So this is something our department has an interdisciplinary essence. In a way that we should have knowledge about analysis of the natural product. We should have a knowledge about how the natural product works when we'll give it to the animals. So that is actually what we can say, that we have to learn each and everything that other departments are doing to make sure or to ensure that yes, the drug from the natural source is also working with this mechanism. So I'll give you one example, that this is a kind of interdisciplinary research, the department that deals with this kind of research, in a way that we can't simply show that how medicinal plant looks like when it is available from the natural source. We also have to teach to the students that how it works, what are the chemical constituents which you can characterize using various analytical methods. And there are many natural products, they are not very readily bioavailable when you take them orally. So how it can work well if you manipulate their pharmacokinetic and dynamic parameters. So that is something which is about the pharmaceutics department. So this is the kind of department that covers the kind of processes involved as a research activity, which one should have knowledge about each kind of pharmacy specialization. Another thing I must say that yes, as a strength, what we can say that our department is having one of its kind research facility to carry out the pharmacological evaluation for Alzheimer's disease. We have been working for one of the major project which has been sanctioned by Department of Biotechnology, wherein we have got some surgical apparatus. We can do surgery of brain, and we can evaluate the mechanism of action, how different drugs are working in reversing the degeneration that takes place at the neuronal level. So we have all the facility. We have got very good herbal garden, as I have said. Young and dedicated faculties are there in our department, even the very few. We are 3 only, but yes, they all are working very nicely with their innovative ideas, and we are guiding PG, PhD students. So yes, this is how you can say our strength at Department of Pharmacology.
That is great, ma'am. So the strengths which you have mentioned are something which do not come to mind when we think about maybe a pharmacognosy department. Yes. And what you have said is true, because we have to learn how to extract the medical attribute of natural plant as well. So we have to have an overall understanding of the various departments, other departments of pharmacy as well.
Even we have a very good tie-up with the nearby herbal industries. So what, like, as a part of that, of course, we are doing minor research projects together. We have got good collaborations with cosmetic industries also. Right now, that particular link is not alive, I can say, because we were offering one of the course which is called MSc in Cosmetic Technology, and as a part of that, our department has, institute has MOU with Bash of Germany. Their R&D center is there in Ahmedabad, and we were working for that particular course very nicely, and we were preparing the students who are having the postgraduate degree in the cosmetic technology, because we know that herbals are playing a great role in cosmetic also nowadays. Like in all the in any cosmetic basket, you will find one or two herbal products. So that is also something that we are offering consultancy services also to the industries. So that's also our expertise, you can say.
Okay, that is great, man. Because everybody is now going herbal these days, and everybody wants a natural product for their body care. So, what are some plans that you are currently designing for the pharmacognosy department at Nirma Institute of Pharmacy?
Okay, so far the courses are concerned, like our department per se is not offering any specialization course, but then our faculties are involved in guiding the students of pharmaceutical analysis, because at our institute we promote the interdisciplinary and collaborative research. So that's how we work over here. And as a part of, as I have said, we have a UG Research Council. So we have the students of undergraduate and interested students, of course, and the postgraduate and masters working together for one common objective. We are planning to give them some outcome based projects. It's not I'm saying that it's very easy to develop such kind of products, but yes, if you have a novel idea, you can formulate them and you can design a sort of novel herbal product. Once when you find the potential that yes, it has a potential to reach to the market to address some specific kind of customer need, then you can work on that. You can have a better formula with you, and you can develop some good innovative solution to the existing problems, may it be for the cosmetics or for any kind of dietary need and all. So our UG research students are working as a part of that research council, and I'm quite hopeful that we can come out with successful outcome, or at least a single product, right, which is a herbal product developed by the Department of Pharmacognosy.
That is great, ma'am. So my final question, of course, any suggestions that you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
Well, students don't like when you give them suggestions, but yes, I mean, at least from what experience that I have being teacher, or what I have observed my students learning through the journey of that last 18-19 years, I can say that it's not only for the pharmacy students, but like for all the students, or rather for all the learners, I must say that they should keep their fire in the belly alive to learn something new, because time has so many things to say, to show, and you never know which idea can give you a click that can change your life. So you just focus on what you want to achieve in life. Just prioritize your goals, do or identify the strength in you, so that you can nurture that, for your future development, and then probably give the focused approach, develop the focus attention to that, so that you can excel in that. So that is something, because what I have observed, nowadays students are not having their some of the students are really very good, and they know, since beginning they know that what they want to do, why they are in pharmacy. Like if I'm talking about my field, then why they are in pharmacy, what they want to do, they want to start something, or they want to develop something, or they want to contribute as a scientist and all. But some students they are quite quite unsure about why they are in pharmacy, what they want to do. So the thing is that is our job being mentor, that we help them to know their strength, and then so that they can probably prioritize that what they want to do or what they want to achieve in future. So that's what from my side.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for being a part of our initiative, and it was a very insightful session. And me included, I got to learn a lot of things which I didn't know about the pharmacognosy department. And thank you for being over here, ma'am.
My pleasure.